Algebraic tiles. In our math lab, we have this wonderful lab equipment which will help us explore algebraic expressions, equations, to visualize and understand algebra and even to solve certain equations. Now, let's look at this board here. First, we need to understand some basic things. Here we have how you can represent a algebraic equation, for which you should know that these tiles here, 1 unit, okay? So this is 1 and this represents those numbers. And here we have, this represents x. This has length x units and breadth 1 unit. And then we have here x square. This is a square with x units on the side. Now we have many colors here. You can select 2 colors. In that you can consider one color to be positive and one color to be negative. So here I am considering this white to be positive and this yellow is negative. So now let's look at different activities which you can do using these algebraic tiles. Let us see how we can do different operations using this lab equipment. Now let's consider 2 positive numbers. So like I told you, I'm considering white as positive and yellow as negative. So let's add 2 positive numbers. For example, +2 + 4. So for this +2, I'm going to add +4. So how much do you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. +2 + 4 is +6. Now let's take one positive number and one negative number. So now I'm going to take -2 + 3. So I'm going to keep 3 here. So now what will happen is one positive and one negative will nullify. Okay, so let's remove one positive and one negative here. Again one negative, one positive here. So what is here balance is 1. So -2 + 3 is equal to +1 because here we have white, so it's +1. Now let's look into multiplication. Okay, so 2 into -2. So we have -2 which is multiplied 2 times, right? So let's take -2. So this is -2 and we have to multiply it 2 times. So we put another -2. So this is -2 and -2. So this is 2 times -2 which is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. It is 4 but this is negative, so it is -4. So 2 into -2 is -4. Similarly, let's look at division. That is -4 divided by 2. So I've taken -4 here. And now I have to divide this -4 by 2. So it has to be divided into 2 parts. So this can be divided as part 1 here and part 2. What is the answer here? -2. So this is how you can do different operations using these algebraic tiles. We can also represent algebraic expressions. Let's take an example. 2x + 1 is equal to -1. First, how do we represent that? So let's take 2x and keep it here. Then +1. So like I said before, this is 1. Okay, here we have the number written, here the number is not written. That's the only difference. But this tile represents 1. This is -1. All the whites represent +1. So now 2x + 1. So I'm going to take +1 and I'm going to keep it here. Is equal to -1. So this is equal to -1. So this is how you represent an algebraic equation. Now let's learn how to solve this. Now how do we solve this? We have 2x + 1 is equal to -1. Now to solve for x, what we have to do is we have to remove this 1. So we have to -1. So let's -1 from this side. Now if you have to -1 from this side, to equalize this, we have to -1 from this side also, right? So this is how you do your next step. Now this +1 and -1 will nullify. So it's gone. So what do we have now? 2x is equal to -2. Now what will be x? X will be equal to -1. This is how you solve this algebraic equation. So using this algebraic tiles lab item, you can first of all do any operations on polynomials. Second, you can represent algebraic expression and you can also solve an algebraic equation. Try it.